So all you need for this painting today are your primary colors of red, yellow, and blue. And you can add sap green and burnt umber and black and white. Now, if you don't have sap green or burnt umber, you can use whatever you have on hand. And same with your primary colors of red, yellow, and blue. So they can be cad red, cad yellow, and ultramarine blue. They're the most popular ones, but whatever you have on hand, I'm sure we can work with it. And then we have a flat synthetic brush, chiseled edge, and I have a flat a Filbert brush, which is chiseled edge and synthetic. And I also have a liner brush, and a long one and a short one. You need a couple of different brushes just in case some don't work out for you, so it's nice to have a few extra brushes around. And that's about it for the brushes. If we come up with something else, I'll guide you along. Okay, we have 11 by 14 canvas, and it's already pre-primed. It was primed when I bought it, so I didn't put any gesso on it, but you can, and you can even sand it down if you like to get a smoother surface. So the first thing we're going to do is the sky, and then we're going to do some hills and some water and a foreground. So for this sky, I'm going to mix up a little bit of ultramarine blue. Use any blue you have there. White, make it nice and bright. I'm going to add a little bit of burnt sienna to grade up a little bit. Get a really pretty light colored background. There we go. Just take that and paint top of the sky. Look how pretty that is. If you have a hard time getting your paint to move, just mist it. You can use blending gel if you like. I find water is really good. Not too much water though, because you don't want it to go transparent on you. Just pick up more paint when you need it. Good. Nice and soft. Just to the top of your sky first, and do long strokes. Now as we come down, we're just going to add white. Get our sky done on top first. Good. Now we just pick up white on your dirty brush. Start putting white on. Good. Because I want to get that center nice and white. So I'm just going to bring some white in here in the center. I'm going to put some more here. See how nice and bright that is? I want to pick up my sky color again. Add some more here. And here. So you got that nice white center there now. Good. There we go. Don't forget to mist it if you need to. It's back and forth. Nice. See, when you get that big blob of white in the middle, you can go back over it again without destroying it. Okay. Clean off your brush and add some yellow to your brush. And we'll put that in the center. Now, that'll work good if it's nice and wet. Everything is still wet. Okay, some yellow and some white. Still want it to be really bright here in the center. Go right to the top, work down. See, as long as it's all wet, you work wet on wet, everything will blend really nice without changing colors or destroying the colors you already have on there. I'm just going back and forth with that yellow. I'm going to go back in with white. Get that nice center there. Nice and bright. Just going to go back and forth. Mix it all in. There we go. Isn't that pretty? So this is a flat chiseled edge synthetic brush. It's the bigger one. It's about a size 12. I want to change to a smaller chiseled edge brush just to get our mountains on there, okay? Little hills. So I'm going to make my sky color. I'm going to add a little more blue and white and a little my burnt sienna. So I can get a nice faded color for my background hills. I'm just going to make a shape on top. I'm going to do it on top first and then fill it in. I'm just going to make a hump down. Oh, you can make your hills whatever way you want. I'm going to come down here, let that sun shine through, and I'm going to make some hills. See, and then you just make your line like that, and then you fill it in with the same color. Now if you want to, you can make your squiggly lines down the center. That way you'll be able to get a bit of a better shape to your mountain. Okay, so you can pull back to the left, pull to the right. See, and you got a bit of a shape there now. To the left, following your squiggly line. To the right. See, it makes it look like hills. Just picking up a bit more paint and coming down to the left. Now we know that the sun is going to be bright here. So this side is going to be brighter. Then we go to the left, to the right. Use your squiggly lines to help. Just come down over what you just did. It's okay. And then to the right. Good. We'll shape them up again. Not to worry. To the left, to the right. To the left, to the right. All right. To the right here. Straighten up your mountain if you make a mess up here. That can happen. Good. Shape them up. I'm just going to add a little more white to that color that I mixed to brighten up this here. Now don't forget you get a little squiggly line there. You probably painted over it, but you can still see the shape that you made. Alright, some more white. So you want to brighten that up a little bit. See, to the right. So you can leave the left side. You can even come down over that mountain there if you want. There we go, just get lots of white. Because we know that the sun is shining over here. And it's shining over here. To the left, to the left. More paint. Get a little bit of brightness up here. And maybe there's a little bit of brightness over here. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit of yellow to my white, just so that it reflects what's coming off the sky. There we go, just a little. I'm just starting at the top, and I'm just leaving it a little bit down here, right there. Not come all the way down, or you can just leave it some at the top. There we go. See, pretty simple. Now look at that. Isn't that pretty? That's nice, isn't it? Let's take off our tape, and that helps you get a nice straight line there for your horizon. And we will do the water where you want to have your foreground. So we'll say pick up any color at all, just to get something there so you can see what you're doing. And we will go with should be enough room there. It's kind of curving it a little bit just to show that's the foreground. There we go. Nice. Now you're going to use the same color as the sky. Basically do the same thing, just your burnt, your blue, ultramarine blue, a little bit of burnt sienna, and white. Get that nice same colors up at top. And we'll do the sides like we did. I'm going to mist it. There we go. Use your chiseled edge to get underneath there. See? Just do a little bit on this side, and good. And some on this side. Get under there with the chiseled edge. Alright. Add some more white to your paint if your paint gets too dark. I'm going to do basically the same thing we did up there. I'm going to add some white to the center. Get this done first. Alright. Get some more down here. Acrylics can be a little stubborn every now and then, kind of dries, but you can use blending gel also. So I have some of this slow dry blending gel medium. I don't use it much because it shines on my camera and then you end up seeing a glare, so I don't want to do that to you. So I'm just getting that on there. There we go. Just blend it in. Blend it all in together. Now, let's see what difference it makes if we use a bit of blending gel. I'm getting some white spots there, so I'm just going to pick up some blending gel and I'm going to add a little bit to my brush. I'm just going to put it directly on there. Look, that's nice. I just don't want to get a glare. Alright. So I'm going to take some white, pick up some white on my brush. I'm going to put that right in the center here. I'm going to blend that in with my blue, which is fine, like I did before. See? That gives you a nice center then, see? And you can still come out into your blue. Your blue won't disappear on you. Might lighten up a little bit, but won't disappear completely on you. See? Make any adjustments you need to make. Now we get the yellow going. Just wiping off my brush. Picking up some yellow, because that should still be wet there in the center. Get some yellow on there. It's a reflection from the sky. Add some white. We don't want it too yellow. There we go. I'm just going to blend that out. Pretty. Pretty nice. Might add a little more white. Blend it right out into my paint. Now you got the reflection of the sky. I'm going to add just pure white to a smaller flat brush, and I'm going to add a little more light here. Just a little dab will do ya. Let's bring it down a bit. Now I'm going to wipe off my brush and just blend it out. Gives a little more brightness there. So you want to finish things first before you move on. You can come back to it after. Might make a little circle there as if it's a little bit of sun. That's better. A little bit down here too for a reflection. Just going to drag over a few little lines, or you can tap it on, whatever way you can get it on. Right, there we go. With the blending gel, if you're using blending gel, it should stay nice and wet for you. If your paint happens to dry on you, you can still do this. Clean off my brush and I'm going to drag that over a little bit. Barely touching the canvas. There we go. Nice. You can use your same big old brush that you used for your sky. Let's pick up some, I don't know, just want some dark colors. I'm going to try some burnt umber, burnt sienna, a bit of red. That's a nice color. Maybe a little bit of green. I'm just putting on a base color right now, just an underpainting, okay? So just mix up some dark colors and put them on down here, so that way we'll know where our foreground is. I'm just going to bring that over. Need lots of paint. Lots and lots of paint. Keep mixing your colors. browns and reds and greens. Gives it a really nice dark underpainting, but it also has a little colour in there to get it started, so it's not pure black. There we go. Just throwing on the colours. I'm not worried about mixing them perfectly. Probably be covering up most of that now when we put our grass and stuff on there. Get some little rocks going in there and bunch of really nice things. Just getting some shape. Good. If you don't have burnt umber, burnt sienna, all those colors that I've mentioned, they're pretty popular with the artists. So I have a link to my Amazon shop, and I have those colors there because they're the ones I recommend and I use myself. But if you only got browns, just use whatever colors you have. It's good for practice anyway. Now it's a nice dark color, isn't it? Good. Now I'm going to take my bristle brush, and it opens up and it's pretty stiff. So it'll work really good for putting a nice big old bush here for, you know, some trees and things. So we'll just put on same colors you use down here, dark colors. A bit of red, green. Alright, so lots of paint. So now this is the scary part because you're putting dark over all your pretty light colors, so you got to be careful. You can even probably, so you will help you, is get a bit of chalk, and that way you use the chalk, then if you make a mistake you can always wipe it out. So you can draw it first. So I'm thinking we have a big old bush. Let's see. Maybe around here somewhere. Maybe a little bit up around here. I'll give you a guide of where you want it to go. Let's see, there's going to be a tree up here. We'll see what happens. Okay, so you draw it out with chalk first. It'll help you keep you in your place. Same when you do your mountains and you put this little squiggly line down the center. It helps you keep the two sides separated and gives you a little bit of a nice shape. So let's start. Alright, we'll work our way up. That might be the easiest way. Oh, here goes nothing. Alright, I'm tapping in. And this doesn't, and this wants to bounce around. Just tap that in there. I'm tapping it because I want to get some texture even early in the early stages, okay? See how I'm getting texture? And I'm using my dark, the same colors I used down here, but this time I'm punching, okay? And I'm adding a little more green, I think. A little more green to, we'll bring it up here and sort of give it a shape different up here. There we go. Bring this out more and down. And that will shape up now when we add more colors to it and everything. Just trying to get a little bit of it. There we go. That's better. That's good. Now over here, I want to put a tree. I'll put a tree right here. So I'm going to take my dark colors that I just used. Keep using those dark colors on a smaller flat chiseled edge brush, and we'll get our branch, our trunk done first, okay? This one's not going to be too big. Probably go up as far as here. Alright, so do that. Go over it again to darken it up. You come up to the mountain. Alright. Now let's transfer it to a small liner brush. This is the long skinny brush because that gives you really nice, same colors. That gives you this really nice branches coming off. Might put one down here. Some coming off here. This will help you put your leaves on your trees. It'll show you where to put them. Put them. That's how you get a nice shape to your tree. Now add a bit of water to your color if you have to make it. Alright, so we're going to do this, and this, this, this. This will help. It will help. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Just adding a few branches. Just so I'll know what I want to do and where I want to go. Take one out here. Out here. Like I say, add water if you have to your brush. Don't let it drip. Sometimes I make a mess. Yes, I do. Sometimes my hand just does whatever it wants. It won't listen to me. Alright, I'm going back to my bristle brush. So you're going to be switching brushes a lot. I'm going to go into my red. My cat red. I'm going to add, and I'm going to go that dark color, then I'm going to add a bit of that to it. Okay, just so I can get some shadow. So I just tap, tap, tapped into it, okay? Now we got to get that nice shape to the tree. Let's try. Let's just use those branches for a guide first. How's that? So just tap, 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 tap. If you tap gently, you'll get all these nice separated trees, see? Leaves. See it? Tap in to get more paint. Now if you don't have a brush like this, you can also use a sponge. It's a sea sponge. You should get one if you can, because they're really good for flowers and all kinds of stuff. You just put your paint on there. You just tap. Same thing. Tap, tap. See? And you get the same effect because it separates everything. Alright. So we used the limbs for a guide, so get the tree the way you want it shaped up. We don't want, it's nice to be able to see through it though, isn't it? Some here and here in the center. A few little more here and there. Where else? Where else? Here, here. kind of nice, isn't it? A little bit down, hanging down here a little bit. Alright, that's nice. I don't want too much more. See, this is the problem. Sometimes you don't know when to stop, right? And then you end up with big blobs and stuff. So if we like this, why don't we stop? We can always come back to it. I kind of like it. It's nice, isn't it?